Elizabeth Keest Sedrel in studio with us right now because we need to talk a little bit about Iowa College Aid, how to get a little bit of assistance in order to go to school.
And it's always good to be proactive. So we're talking applications, right? Because a lot of people are like, kids are already at school and, you know, we're kind of already into the school year. Why am I thinking about applications right now?
That's a great question, and that's a question a lot of students are asking.
Right.
Students who are thinking about starting college a year from now.
Right.
A lot of the applications are going to come due for early application around December 1, for standard application probably between January 1, February 1, which seems like it's forever away, and it's not.
You said right. December, and that kind of surprised me. It's been such a long time ago since we had to do all this type of stuff, right. But December, like you mentioned, is right around the corner, isn't it?
It is, and senior year gets very busy for high school students, and we really don't want students to be trying to work on all of these applications at the same time that they're studying for their finals. We also don't want them to have to be hunkered down doing all of this at the last minute. So really, the best thing that you can do right now, even if you're not ready to start filling out applications yet, just start a calendar, a timeline. These are the schools that I'm applying to. These are when their deadlines are. And think about whether you're going to go for that early admission deadline or the standard deadline. And if there are scholarships that you're applying for outside of the regular federal state aid, think about when those deadlines are, and maybe some of the essays that you're writing for these applications can be used for more than one.
There you go.
But get that timeline going. And for most of us, I think just getting that onto paper, having that list, that calendar, is a good first step so that things start to feel a little bit more manageable.
Now, you said get it on paper. Obviously, a lot of the kids that are out there have the digital devices. No, but putting it on paper too, just having a paper calendar sometimes just really reinforces the reality of a situation. So it's on paper. It's a month that you're looking at as opposed to just a digital blip that comes up on your screen.
Right, and whatever method you use, it's put it someplace that you're going to be able to see it frequently. So it's a nice little reminder. Oh, hey, a week from today is when I wanted to have this little piece of it done. So.
One thing that I know kids stress out about is the fees that go along with applications. That maybe you can't afford to apply to all the colleges you're looking at. How can we handle that situation?
Well, I have good news about the fees. In Iowa, community college applications are free. There is no charge for those, right? So you can apply to as many of those as you want. At our public universities, they can't waive the fee, but what they can do is defer it.
Okay.
So you can have that fee payable with your first tuition payment.
Oh.
Not only gives you a little bit more time, but it also means that you can use financial aid
to help out with it. Yeah, absolutely.
And even a lot of private universities and colleges will waive the fee if you can demonstrate financial need, or sometimes even if you apply online, because it's easier for them to manage the online applications than the paper applications.
Sure.
So they'll have some motivation for you to do that. So look at all your options for getting your fees reduced, waived, deferred, or maybe there isn't a fee. It might not be as expensive as you think.
Okay, well, you also want to make sure you give yourself enough time to kind of look over the application.
Right.
Because when you get into that crunch time, you do things quickly, and sometimes mistakes are made. And if anything's on that application, that could be kind of held against you, correct? Or not even accepted altogether.
Right, you don't want to do anything that's going to get you taken out of the consider pile.
Right.
They consider it flagged if your application is flagged?
It depends on how bad the mistake is. And you can see here, I think I'm pretty funny. I left some letters off of there. Right, I think I'm hilarious. But the point that I want to make is that
I don't see anything wrong with it myself.
No one's an effective proofreader of their own work. It doesn't matter how good a writer you are. I'm a professional writer. I still won't send anything out unless someone has looked at it for me, because you know what you meant to type. You know what you meant to say. So you're not going to see the typo. You're not going to see the dropped word.
How many times did that happen on a text? Think about that for people that send texts and they have a misspelling.
Right, right. And the stakes are a lot higher with this application
I would
than
think
with
so,
So anybody but you. It doesn't have to be an English teacher or a writing coach. Anybody but you is going to be a more effective proofreader for you. And if you want to really get yourself a nice safety net on this, besides leaving time to ask somebody else to look it over, leave yourself enough time that you can walk away from it for a week. Put it away. Don't look at it. When you come back to your own work with fresh eyes, you are more likely to catch the mistakes.
Really? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. But again, that goes into putting that on your timeline so you're not doing it last minute.
Exactly. It's another reason not to wait.
What is the most time-consuming part? You're getting the application process going, and you say, okay, mine needs to be done, say it's November 15th. I want to have it done by November 15th. What what should I give myself the most time to do?
If it's an application that requires an essay, that's going to be the biggest chunk of it. And that's also the part that you really want to make sure you've got plenty of time for you to look it over, for somebody else to look it over. So you gave the example of November 15th. If that's when an application is due, anything that you have to write to go with that application, I'd say you should really aim to have that done at least 2 weeks ahead.
So the
Give
first of the
yourself
month.
plenty of time to do your quality control.
Okay.
Now is now also a good time to start looking at college material so we learn more about the colleges that we're looking at.
Oh yeah, the college search, we hope, has already begun
Yeah.
for anybody who's going to be going to college a year from now. And this is the time we like to talk to students about whether they are themselves college material. And sometimes people get told, no, this isn't for you. If you feel that way, or if somebody has told you that you're not cut out for college, and maybe you're not somebody who is a really good classroom learner and test taker, which not everyone is, what we urge students to do is, instead of ruling yourself out of this, just expand your definition of college.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a 2-year degree. It doesn't have to be a 4-year degree. There are a lot of other options. You've got registered apprenticeships, you've got military training, industry certifications, and a lot of these are more work-based, hands-on learning that for some people is just more effective. So think about what the career is that you want down the road and what kind of training is going to get you there. But really for us, any kind of training beyond high school that furthers your education, that makes you more employable, counts as college.
Absolutely.
That's considered college.
There's a lot of options out there, so make sure you check them out. But that being said, you want to make sure you're applying to more than one. Even if you have one school in mind, I will be going here, which is a great thing to have. Make sure you have some others as backups, correct?
Definitely. I mean, for one thing, you don't want to limit yourself to that one school just in case things don't go the way that you thought they were going to go. But even if they do, this is a wonderful time in a young person's life because so many opportunities are open. Really, when in your life, again, are you going to have this many potential paths? So why not explore them all? So we encourage students to have safety school. We all know that term. The concept is this is a school where you know you're going to get in. And in Iowa, our community colleges are open admission, which means anybody with a high school diploma or equivalency can get in.
So that'd be your safety school.
That's an excellent safety, and I want to stress that doesn't mean low quality. Safety doesn't mean it's a lesser education. We have an excellent community college system.
You guys have a guide that's available as well, and that is free, so take advantage of that too.
Yes, absolutely. I can't say that enough times. Please order Your Course to College at iowacollegeaid.gov. We really want to get this into the hands of potential college students.
But start thinking about it now.
Yes, even if you don't want to, it's going to be easier down the road, I promise, if you start taking some steps now.
Love it.
Thank
Great
you so
advice this
much.
morning.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.